Hello, welcome. This is Tessie Aniesi, the ambassador of EU Africa Chamber of Commerce. Today in the studio, I have a very important person. Someone very, very important, right? So this lady, let me not do any form of formal introduction so that she can speak who she is. Her name is Halima Mustafa. There you go. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up yesterday. So the event yesterday at Micah Denuga Event Center, you flew in all the way from Abuja.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. So our interactions yesterday is why I delayed your flight today. And thank you again for, for that. Okay, so can you tell my audience who Halima Mustafa is?
Well, hi, my name is Halima Mustafa. I am the founder of 10 Square Food Hub Limited.
What?
10 Square Food Hub Limited.
10 Square.
Yes,
Okay.
Food Hub. So basically, we specialize in agro exports.
Okay.
And we do everything with food. We think of food, think of 10 Square. So we do private dining, we do catering, but we're mainly like focusing on agro products at the moment. And in Nigeria, and we're just trying to help get our products from Nigeria onto the shelves across the world, and just to reduce the food wastage, to help it.
Yeah, this is actually where I'm most interested about, this food wastage clause.
Yes.
Why do you kind of emphasize on that?
Because things are like in Nigeria at the moment, I feel like the price of our basic needs, fruit and vegetables, is our basic need. Everybody needs a bit of fruit of it,
yes.
And it's gone really, really expensive. And it's so sad when you go into markets and you see women trying to price, or give me a mix of pepper for 200 naira. And it's like, it doesn't exist. So like an average Nigerian, let me say the average, they can't even afford to cook a pot of stew because they can't afford the basics pepper. And it's like, oh, give me a mix of 500. Like, it doesn't even exist. Give me a bit of that. It doesn't really exist anymore. So so it's really, really sad. And I feel like obviously it's due to the problem we're facing at the moment, which is the price hike in fruit and vegetable. We produce so much, and we shouldn't have to pay that price to have that basic.
Thank you. I really like
us.
that. Yeah, a country like Nigeria shouldn't be talked about of hunger in any angle.
Absolutely.
But we found out that farmers here, they produce, even though there are a whole lot of challenges and limitations against farmers, but they produce. At the end of the day, the volume of food wastage is high. It's still high, because I come from a community, Anam, where we suffer annual flood annually every year, and I know the amount of cassava, yam, potato, other crops that go under because of that. And for now, there is no kind of litigation or any form of measure. So what you're saying, 10 Square Food Hub Limited. Yeah. Okay, so you mean that, you can come into a farm or farm settlement, and do you buy the farm produce, or you must wait for the excesses that goes into waste?
No, not necessarily. Like the structure that we're trying to put in place is, you're a farmer. We'll come to you. Right. What have you got? What are you expected to harvest? So we'll see what way we can help, and that everybody wins. I win, you win, and there's no way.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins, basically. So if, let's say, for example, cassava, you said, for example.
Yeah.
You have cassava. You don't want it to go to waste. Before it gets to that stage where it goes to waste, when it's still fresh, what can I do with it? Where can I export it to? Right. The remains of it, how can I process it to not go to waste? Make gari out of it, make cassava flour out of it. So that way it's not gone to waste. I don't have to wait for it to come to the extent of waste when it's bad. Basically, it's still fresh. I've gone across the world, try and find buyers. Okay, you need this, I've got this. I've got a farmer that's got this for you. This amount they have. Give it to you. Okay, whatever you can take from me. Okay, instead of it going to waste. I've gone it around Nigeria, everybody's got enough. Okay, whatever is left over, it's still fresh. I can make gari out of it. I can make plantain flour, cassava. I can make cassava. I can turn it into flour. I can turn it to gari. I can turn it into chips. I can turn it into many things that, in a way of processing it, that it still retain the nutrient. Yes, cassava chips.
Really?
Yes, like potato chips. You can can make yam chips. Chips is anything you do fry. It's a method of cooking it that different methods of it. So there's so many ways that things I can turn it to that will still keep it. That is not obviously once I put it into
It must not be a waste.
Yes, it won't go to waste because it's gari now, it's cassava chips now, it's cassava flour now, and so many. It's tapioca pearls now. I can do so much with it. Tapioca is like everywhere. Everybody likes tapioca. I love tapioca. And you don't see it enough.
What is tapioca? Sorry,
tapioca is made from another thing made from cassava. It's like it's a way of fermenting it, and then it turns into like little pearls. You can turn it into these, and it's very nice. It's very nice with coconut. You can pair it with moi and so many things. And then it's eaten everywhere around the world, not just Nigeria. Like,
really?
Yes, China, all these countries, everywhere. Tapioca pearls. Google it, you'll see.
Yeah,
it's very popular. So there's so many things I can do with it that cassava is not going to waste because I've processed it and into different things, and it's not going to waste. It can't expire in the next 5-10 years if kept well. So that way, your cassava is not going to waste. It's other things now.
I'm very interested in this cassava. That means there should be no waste.
There should be no wastage whatsoever. And then even the back of the cassava can be used as animal feed. So now I've got all the peelings of it. I can dry it. There's a way to process it into animal feed. And I can sell it back to farmers. Like chickens can have them, and different crops. So there's no wastage whatsoever. The back of it is still like. So it's just trying to, like, I don't know how to say it.
I get
just
this.
Get every benefit from it. From so there'll be no wastage whatsoever. Even the back of it is useful. So there shouldn't be waste from it.
Really? I didn't know this.
You can do so much with it.
Okay, you're talking about exports. Have you gone there? Do you have the buyers already? You have your network outside of Nigeria? Have you been outside? Have you been to outside of Nigeria before?
No, what it is that obviously I just moved back to Nigeria. I didn't grow up in Nigeria, so I know the loopholes. I know what people are missing over there. I know what's like Europe, I know, and other places I've studied as well. I've done my homework. I know what each country is missing and what they would love to export. I know what they want, and cassava is like one of the most valued. Is China. All these countries, they need it, they want it, they don't, because they don't have the climate to grow these things. We have it. We have the climate and we have the symbol. Because networking is really bad, and our packaging as well, because when we Google Nigeria market, it's smelly, it's dirty, it doesn't look pretty, and nobody wants to buy from that. It's something we're going to consume. We want something that's a bit like, okay, a farm is a farm, but the market, our ideal of a market from Africa is just, it doesn't represent.
It's not pretty.
It's not really pretty, and a lot of people don't want. And then connecting as well, like me now, I have I'm working towards connecting myself to many buyers across the world, anywhere. I'm not limiting it. If you need it, I can get it across to you.
Where do you grow up from?
I grew up in Ireland, and I moved to the UK, so Europe basically. So I've been there for about 21 years, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I've been a chef. I've been around. I know what they need. I know what the country needs. Everything you eat in the supermarket is from everywhere else but Nigeria. But even the things that come from Nigeria, you never see this. They will never write it as from Nigeria. They won't. You will see Spain. You will see Peru. You will see this is from. Everything, even the daily fruits we have, the daily vegetables we have, they're all from other places because UK doesn't have the climate. It's warm like 1 month in the whole year, so they don't have a lot of things that everything. Even the cows, everything is water from everywhere. But if the ones that come from Africa, I just wonder because you don't see them. Even our cocoa that they're coming, they take a lot of cocoa from us. Yeah, but they don't really write from Nigeria. They don't write.
Why? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know yet, so I don't want to say something that's not true. But I'm just not seeing, and then I just want to see it. Maybe it's because they're not proud of the way we pack it, or maybe because what they see when they Google our market and what they see, maybe that's why they don't want people to think it's coming from a dirty place. So I don't know, but I feel like a lot of things in exports, like the export thing is over 200 billion.
Oh yeah,
it is. So where is it going? How come it's not written anywhere?
Okay.
So it's going somewhere, but we're not seeing like our cashew nut, everything they're taking. Where is it? It's not written anywhere. I buy cashew nut from like Lidl, Aldi. I've never seen Nigeria cashew nut. Just cashew nut from other places. Like they put like the fancy names, like the places that people trust, Mexico, whatever. But where is the ones that are going to Nigeria? Why is it not written anywhere? So maybe it's just the UK and Ireland that have been, but I'm sure they have some stuff they're taking from Nigeria as well. But I just don't see it. I don't know.
Okay, so before yesterday, I talked to you about OWIT Nigeria. Have you heard about that?
No.
Okay, OWIT is actually Organization of Women in International Trade. It's an organization, it's a global movement supporting women in exports and international trade. Definitely, you're welcome. Just like I told you, you're welcome to OWIT Nigeria. So right now, functioning at the capacity of with Nigeria ambassador on green energy and use. I welcome you officially, Alima Mustafa, with Nigeria, because this platform is definitely going to give you all that you need, all the support. We have our partners, we have every tool that you need to get things done. Since you grew up, your environment is UK and Ireland, right? There's OWIT UK, there's OWIT Ireland, there's OWIT Canada, there's OWIT US, there's OWIT Brazil, like you saw yesterday. Yeah, so these are the people that help women facilitate anything they want to do, just like yourself, right? So, and so far, do you partner with anybody, or you doing this alone? How are you funding it?
At the moment, I'm working alone at the moment because I'm just starting. And my company just registered in January. I'm still working on getting some of my legislation and my certificate and my licenses and stuff. So we're just right now. I'm more of like I'm doing my homework at the moment while I'm waiting for all these things. So I'm taking courses. I just paid for another course this morning. I'm taking courses. I love learning. So people that are doing this and they're successful, what are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? And I don't want, obviously we're still going to make mistakes, but I want to limit what I can. I just want to have, I like facts. I like what is, I don't want to guess and be like, it should be okay there, it should be easy. Let me just like, no, I want to hear from people, like live life experience and see how it's working. What are your difficulties? How can I make this better and easier for myself? And being a woman as well, you're a bit limited sometimes in environments like this. So I just want to empower women. I want to face, especially like women-owned farms. Like I spoke to a lady the other day. She was like, she was one of those ladies that come out and clean for you. She's outside. She was like, okay, that if she gets 20,000 naira, she can rent a farm and she can use it to plant and then harvest, and they would actually do that. And she's like, she only needs 20,000. I was like, okay, like 20,000 naira. She's like, yeah, you just rent the farm from people like a lot of men like around the communities, like a small community in Abuja. So I was like, so she's like, I know how much of corn I can get. She was telling me like amount of corn she would get, and then be able to support her. She'll be able to support her family and everything with it. So it sounded really, I was like, so people like her now, she doesn't have the right network to market that, it will go to waste. Because if she doesn't have it, she's going, our customers are going to be, just go to the market and try and sell it. Yeah. What if she doesn't get the buyers in the market, and it's going to go to waste? So people like that is who I want to target. Like now, woman now, she's a widow, she's trying to raise her kids, she's just looking for any means to, instead of going around and asking for help, she just wants a way to help her kids. So now if that goes to waste, now she's lost that investment. How is she going to go back in the next year? So people like that, we're trying to help with like, what do you have? So maybe in every community, have a representative that can communicate between us. She's Hausa, I don't understand Hausa. She doesn't understand English. How do we negotiate? So have somebody that's like a middleman, and then while you or somebody else is middleman. So what do you have? And then our job is to go around and look for buyers for these things, and then look for other ways to make sure that crop doesn't go bad. Now she doesn't know much about processing. So like, okay, what can I make out of maize? What is maize used for? As a chef, I know a lot of things and what I can do with it. So now, if you don't, okay, last, we don't find someone to buy it from abroad. Now, what can we do to it to keep it? And just make sure it doesn't go to waste. There's no waste. I just don't want food wasted.
You don't want waste.
No waste.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I was telling you about this Invest in Africa trade mission coming up in Netherlands this June and September, and it's actually targeted on especially the agribusiness, the traders, the investments or businesses that actually needed investment for them to go to Europe. They want to expand into European market. So what this Invest in Africa trade mission is meant for: B2B networking, expansion of your market, pitching for foreign investors, because you know that Africa is a bride right now. All right, so I would like to get you on board in a lot of things that we can't say on the camera. But before we go, I would like you to, what do you have to say to our listeners, both women and men? Because there's something I always tell people. I run an NGO with my team, that the boy child you failed to train today,
definitely,
will grow up to mess up that girl child that you trained.
Amazing.
So we need to balance it. Okay, so what do you have to tell our audience?
What I can say is, look, when it comes to everyone, comes to everyone, not age and whatever. I just want to see more of. I don't want to see, when I think of a farmer, I don't want to think of the old weak man that's just struggling to work. I want to see I want to see that girl in wig change and go onto a farm and come back out knowing that you don't have to sell. I don't have to go into beauty alone to make it. I don't want to have to look a certain way. I might look this way, but you see me in the market, I don't look like this. So I'll go down, you see me, I will do whatever I have to do to do whatever. I want to be so I want to be able to I want to come out of what I'm wearing now and just go to the market in a different form or whatever. Yeah. Like I'm into like goat farming and stuff like that as well. So I want to go on the farm and feed my goats. Obviously I can't wear this there, but I want to be able to fit into the two worlds. Like the idea of having a certain person stuck to a certain role or whatever, I want that out of it. So especially when it comes to farming, like we have a certain type of people that do farming. It's dirty, it's for the poor, it's for whatever. But I want it to be like something that even a billionaire, like shifts. This is a billionaire, this is like a billion.
Oh project. Yeah, $1 billion project.
Building billionaires, not even millionaires anymore. That one is
yeah.
Billionaires out of this, and then when a proud girl that's like we can come and say, oh, I'm a farmer. And he'll be like, who are you? So that's basically what I want to see. And a young guy in his suit, and he comes out and says, oh, I'm a farmer. You're like, okay. I just want to change the narrative of the old farming, and we can actually do this because now the way the world has changed, we have the networking, we have the social media, so people are seeing us more. And in Africa, to be honest, this is what people like. I don't want to. They want to be like they want something from us, but we ourselves is the way we present it. I want us to present ourselves better. I want when they see market. You just because you're a market woman does not mean you have to be dirty. Your market does not have to be smelly before I can buy food. We import food and then put them in ACs in superstore for and then we put our local food that we're sending to them to make these things in the smelly market. It like what
doesn't balance.
It doesn't balance. So I will sell you my crop from my dirty farm. You go and put it in pan and then I will import it to my country and put it in the AC. Why can't my local beautiful stuff that farmer has worked so hard to keep? Why can't it be in the AC? Why must we eat with the smelly stuff to have authentic African cooking? So just to everybody, we need to just look more into this. This is the future.
Definitely.
No matter what happens, we still need to eat. I must chop, whether you like it or not. Everybody must eat.
No matter how beautiful you are, you must chop. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Halima. I keep calling you Halima. Halima. Okay, there's H. But there are some that answer Halima.
Yeah, I think obviously it depends on your. Like me now, I know Arabic and I know Arabic. The word is ha, it's not a. But I think it just comes to your own your accent and where you're from. You
Definitely, I'll adjust. I'll learn. Thank you very much, our viewers. You have seen the gorgeous Halima Mustafa. We'll come your way next time. And she may be back or not. But definitely, if you want to contact her to partner with her or network with her or be any kind of business partner, you know how to reach out to us. Thank you very much, and thank you, Halima, for coming.
You're very welcome.
It's so gorgeous.
Thank you, you too.